Hello everyone, the North Carolina 9-hole Cup is kicking off with free entry for everyone that do play skill tier 1, such as Rookie, Pro, Expert, but also Master. Master do have one skill tier, but only one. That's why everyone that is playing Master Division will enter the tournament for free. So I truly recommend those of you that are weekly league ranked in Master and are planning on playing this 9-hole Cup, give day 1 a go. And if it's not going your way, then step down into expert or to pro or to rookie as on day 2, because the fact is the prize chest, even though we would love to have more in those, it's better in master than what it is in the other divisions. If you can get yourself to the final round, that means that you might get some balls that you haven't had in your inventory before, and also some nice looking club cards. And some news for this 9-hole Cup when it comes from our end, we will be giving out our qualifying round and qualifying round guide for expert and master for free to everyone in the community. This because we get constant requests of people wanting to try out our guides, and this is a chance for you to do so. So you can use the link that will be posted in the description of this video once the tournament starts. That's going to be a live document. It's going to be 2 of them, one for expert and one for master. We will update with guide pages as we go. So once one hole is done, we will add that onto the live document. So just make sure that you refresh before you play. In that case, you can get an early start, but you can also, in that case, follow the process along the way. We will obviously just be an email away at support@golfclashtommy.com, and if you do want to get the final round guide and also other guides that we do have, then you have to subscribe on Patreon using the QR code here on the screen, or you use the link to patreon.com/golfclashtommy that is in the video description down below. So, when it comes to, once again, Expert and Master Division, this is a video where I will display some guides for Expert and for Master in like what you can expect when it comes to our product. Obviously, being a Patreon member gives you access to the Telegram chats, which you won't get when you're using our free documents or our free guides that we do have for the qualifying round. So once again, free guides for expert and master for qualifying round, but for final round, they will be restricted to be only for Patreon. So then you have to sign up and try out our guides. But I promise you, if you try out our guides for the qualifying round and you have not done that before, you will see yourself how easy it will be for you to go to the final round. So, enough about that. Now we're going to take a look at the packages when it comes to our packages on Patreon. Also after that, you will see some example guides for expert and for master, and we'll talk you through the teams and our thought process when making guides. And I will have timestamps that is in the description down below, which you can click and so you can go forward, you can go and rewind in the video and stuff like that, so you have an easier way of finding what you actually want to listen or watch. So in the end though, let's have a look at the packages here for our Patreon stuff for expert and master. So when you do go to patreon.com/golfclashtommy, then you will see all our packages. You can see that we do have a lot of packages here on the website, but the one for us to focus on here is the 9-hole ultimate text guide. This is a cheaper package than if you would be choosing 18-hole tournament package and stuff like that. But here it includes everything that we are doing for the 9-hole Cup. It doesn't matter if you are a master player, you will get access to expert. It doesn't matter if you are an expert player, you will get access to master. That is how we want to put it up. So if you are a 9-hole Cup player, then you get access to all the things that we're doing regardless what division. If we happen to start doing guides for pro, then we will be including that as well with no additional cost. When it comes to the divisions expert and master, we're doing a qualifying round guide that both are out on Thursday, and when it comes to the final round guide, they both for both divisions are out on Saturday. Obviously, as you only have 24 hours to play the final round, it is important that we are quick, making the right decisions and give you a guide that make you compete. And that's also why it's such a massive advantage having a guide for the 9-hole Cup, and why you that do sign up for the 6th anniversary 9-hole Cup guide will have such a massive advantage to bring home a good score is that it's a short amount of time. So having a guide, having dialed in shots will give you an advantage over the others that do not. And that is a really important thing to have in mind. We do have a Telegram chat. Make sure to join that. The whole chats are out for the 6th anniversary 9-hole cup and also for the 9-hole cups for the whole January. So make sure to join them because there we post early content. We also are there to help if something doesn't work as you want. You upload a video and we help you out. It's a perfect way as a support system. So you choose this package, 9-hole ultimate text guide. You can see it's 86 Swedish, which is approximately $8.50, and that is for a month. And all the 9-hole cups, that is for that, for the 30 days from when you sign up, then that will be included in your package. Then it will renew if you want it to renew, or you cancel if it wasn't something for you. Again, we do have so many other packages as well, and if you want to bundle in together the 9-hole cup with any of the 18-hole tournament guides, you scroll down to 9-hole plus ultimate tourney guide for whatever division you are looking for. So again, we have something for each and every one, so make sure to scan the QR code here above me or use the link in the description and go there. Let's now move on and take a look at some examples for expert and master division. So yes, expert division, we are doing a qualifying round guide and the final round guide for the 9-hole cups in expert. Obviously, there are a lot of players that do play the expert 18-hole tournaments that do step up into master to play, but we still want to provide the 9-hole cup guides for expert for those that do not have the possibility to play master or do not want to. So we offer both. Again, you get access to both expert and to master, so you can choose during the tournament what you want to play. So you can try expert day 1, then go master day 2, try master day 1, go expert day 2, for an example. Alright, so when it comes to our guide, make sure to read through the general advice and understanding our guides and balls, curl, and wind angles page. And the reason for that is that the guide could, especially as a new user, it could be a lot of data, could be a bit overwhelming, but here take 5 minutes, read it through, and it will be so much easier when you look at the guide. Obviously, when it comes to the guide team, it is looking very similar, but not exactly the same all the times as the 18-hole tournaments. But we are plenty of people. It's not just one guy doing the shots, and it's not just one guy doing the slides. We are a lot of people involved, regardless what division, to ensure the world-class quality and to be several steps ahead, as per usual, from the other guide creators. Now, a par 4 to start with, you see we have the drive at the top, the second shot at the bottom. This to be easier for you to follow than having it left to right. It's an easier structure on the page, and it will allow you to get everything for the drive and then naturally just look further down to see the second shot. We work a lot with tables. We're catering to Apocalypse level 4+ when it comes to expert, and obviously when it comes to quarterback and the rock and stuff like that, we're using that when we can. But as a main driver, it's the Apocalypse, and we're catered to Apocalypse level 4+. Focusing on to always have a base of free-to-play balls. Does that mean that you can never use any special balls? Sure you can. I mean, you can use a special ball more or less on every hole that we do suggest. Could be a specific time where we do want a specific wind strength where it may be best to use a specific ball. But free-to-play balls and standard balls doesn't matter. You can use whatever when it comes to expert. We're obviously always also focusing on adding some more aggressive lines. It is like you can see here now, here on hole number 2, we have 2 options, right? We have Ascend It with a specific special ball, then we do have Ascend It that is with just a Berserker. That gives you 2 different outcomes where you could, in that case, get yourself a much better outcome by using a better ball. So we try to analyze to see, okay, here we do want to have more aggressive approach, and then if requires a special ball, then we always have them free to play as a base, but adding then the special ball. That's the same as we're working in master. That's the same as we're working in the 18-hole tournaments. The difference between expert and master is that we mainly have then a special ball as a first option, where we have a backup with a brilliant free to play ball shot. Wind angle tweaks, if we deem it necessary, it's not something you have to use, but we do believe that it is as equally important in master as it is in expert, or in expert as it is in master. So we're adding it on the guide. Very important for us to add everything. If you do not want to use it, that's up to you, obviously. But there is a reason to why there are the same players fighting at the top for the gold banners and for the medals all the time. That's because they're using wind angle tweaks as well. So make sure to check out our expert guide, sign up. We're doing the final round and the qualifying round guide as per usual for the 6th anniversary 9-hole Cup and all the 9-hole Cup moving forward. Scan the QR code here at the top and unlock the access to Telegram chats and also to the guide. Let's have a look at Master Division, and to have that said as well, we do present all the data that we do collect. We don't just present some of the data just because it would be harder for the users to follow. We present all the data, and it's up to you as a user to decide what you feel that you want to follow. Because again, we are doing a guide, right? So you decide what to follow, because we want you obviously to be able to pick and choose. Either you follow all or you follow some, just that it improves your game overall. We do have the general advice and understanding our guides page, and that one together with balls, curl, and wind angles, I would say it's important to have a read through. Take yourself 5 minutes, read it through. There is also those hyperlinks here. You can see all the YouTube buttons here that will direct you to the specific videos for that, so you can get some example of that as well. I would say that when it is so much data on the guide, it is truly an important thing for you to read it through to get a better understanding. If there is something you don't understand, we will always be there to answer. Here we always present who is actually working on what during the 9-hole cups. It is different sometimes from what we do have in an 18-hole tournament. Sometimes it is the same. And that is something we want to present, and you will see that it's not just one-man band. We are a lot of people helping out in all the divisions to provide you the best possible content. Obviously, having more people will help out immensely. Let's take a look at one par 4 and one par 3. You can see here that we do have our main text, maybe a little bit small here now on the screen. But we do have the drive and the second shot separated, this to be easier to follow and to not just blur it all together by having it on the left side and then on the right side. We do feel that top, bottom, that's a natural way of moving your eyesight and stuff like that. Having specific things as tables to simplify the way that you're making an adjustment. Don't have to do the slider manually. Set as a firm slider, then you add or subtract from there to make it easy. It's everything about to make a shot easy, but also very drop friendly. So a par 4, par 5, similar type of structure. A par 3, you can see here now, big landing position picture to really put the point on what we want to focus on, and trying definitely to use a lot of max and min lines to simplify that. Again, it's all about making it simple to follow. That gives you a good outcome in the end. Then VPR tables on the side. You see here now that we have for win 5 and win 4 on this specific slides. Usually don't, but on this one we have. If there is wind angles presented, we are obviously presenting that as well, which is a crucial thing that we were first on doing, that we have evolved and are by far the leaders when it comes to understanding the wind angles and how the effect will be. That is something you don't have to use if you don't want to, but it will be there. We can take, for example, here. Here are wind angles that suggest you to do minor tweaks depending on what type of wind angle you have in the game, right? If you don't want to follow that, that's fine. But those that are shooting the best scores are following stuff like this, because it will increase the drop percentage on that specific par 3. So here you have some example from the master guide. Again, if you do want to see more examples, make sure to email support@goldclashtommy.com and we can definitely help you out there. Obviously, full access to the guide, Telegram chat, and everything else in the package will be once you do sign up. So scan the QR code here at the top or use the link patreon.com/goldclashtommy. Thank you everybody for watching this promo video for the guides for the North Carolina 9-hole Cup. Have in mind that we will be giving out the qualifying round guide for free for expert and master divisions. So make sure to pay attention to the live documents, the links to those that will be posted everywhere in the community on our social medias, but also here in the video description of this specific video once the tournament starts, which is 9 AM Central European Time, which is 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday morning. Thursday, I need to check actually, the 23rd of February. So have that in mind that this video will be out just a little bit before that. So check the video description or any place of the community. Try out our guides for free in qualifying round, and then make sure when you see how much it will help your game, make sure to sign up, get access to the full portfolio with guides, and also when it comes to the Telegram support feature that we do have, which you can then get in contact with me directly, and also the other shot creators and the support people that we do have in the team. So thank you so much once again for watching. I wish you the best of luck in the North Carolina 9-hole Cup.